In the middle of Tickle Town stood a tree that giggled when touched its friendly face, inviting everyone to join in the fun. "Hee hee, that tickles!" exclaimed the tree, its mossy mustache twitching with delight as little hands reached out to touch its bark. As the children pressed their fingers against the rough bark, the tree's laughter filled the air, echoing through the vibrant park. "Come on, everyone, let's see who can make me giggle the loudest!" The tree challenged, its eyes sparkling with mischief. The children erupted into laughter, brandishing their feathers as they prepared for a tickle showdown with the joyful tree. "On the count of 3, tickle me!" The tree announced, its voice a cheerful melody that resonated with excitement. 1, 2, 3! They shouted in unison, and a flurry of feathers danced against the tree's bark, unleashing a cacophony of giggles. "Hee hee! Oh, that tickles more than a breeze on a sunny day!" The tree chuckled, its bark vibrating with joy and warmth. Every day, kids came to hear the tree's funny stories and leafy laughs. "Tell us the one about the dancing pine cone." The tree chuckled, its branches swaying gently as it prepared to share the story. Once upon a time, a pine cone found itself dancing in the wind, twirling and spinning like a little ballerina. As the story unfolded, the kids leaned in closer, their eyes wide with wonder at the pine cone's lively antics. And then, the tree continued. The pine cone invited all its forest friends to join the dance. The laughter echoed through the forest as the children imagined themselves twirling alongside the dancing pine cone and its friends. In that magical moment, the kids felt as if they were part of a grand adventure where anything was possible. As the story drew to a close, the tree's voice softened, leaving the children eager for more adventures. "Will there be more stories tomorrow?" a child asked, their voice filled with anticipation. "Absolutely!" the tree replied with a cheerful rustle promising tales of wonder and joy. One day, the tree told a tale so funny that even the leaves fluttered with laughter. Tree: "Why did the squirrel sit on the pine cone?" "Because he wanted a crunchy chair." Loud laughter erupted from the tree, echoing through the forest as the squirrels couldn't contain their joy. As the sun dipped lower, casting a warm golden glow, the talking tree prepared for another joke. "All right, here's one more!" the tree exclaimed, its bark creasing with excitement. "What do you call a squirrel that can sing? A squirrel-o!" the tree declared, chuckling at its own pun. The laughter was contagious, and soon the entire forest seemed to join in the merriment. With the skies painted in hues of orange and pink, the tree took a moment to bask in the joy it had created. As the last rays of sun dipped below the horizon, the tree smiled, knowing its tales brought everyone together. "Remember, my friends," the tree said softly, "laughter is the best medicine." And with those words, a peaceful calm settled over the forest as the sounds of laughter faded into the evening air. Even the squirrels fell out of their nests laughing. "Ha ha, whoops!" squeaked one squirrel as it tumbled through the air. The kids erupted in laughter, their giggles echoing through the park. As the squirrels regained their balance, they exchanged glances filled with mischief. With a sudden burst of energy, they leaped from branch to branch, showing off their acrobatic skills. The kids cheered, their laughter mixing with the cheerful chattering of the squirrels. Suddenly, one adventurous squirrel made a daring leap, not quite reaching the next branch. But with a twist and a giggle, the squirrel landed safely in a pile of soft leaves below. "Did you see that?" one of the kids exclaimed, wiping tears of laughter from their eyes. The squirrels, inspired by the laughter, decided to put on a little show for their delighted audience. With a synchronized bounce, they began their hilarious antics, tumbling and rolling in unison. The grand finale came when the lead squirrel executed a perfect somersault, landing triumphantly on a nearby branch. As the performance ended, the squirrels took a playful bow, their eyes gleaming with joy. And from then on, the tree became the funniest storyteller in all of Tickle Town. "Come back tomorrow. I've got a joke about a ticklish toad." The children squealed with delight, their laughter echoing through the air like music. As the stars began to twinkle brightly, the talking tree's voice boomed with warmth and cheer. With each tale, the laughter grew louder, binding the community together in joyous celebration. And so the legend of the talking tree spread, bringing more friends to Tickle Town every night. Every night became a new adventure filled with giggles and stories that would last a lifetime. The community thrived on these moments, creating memories that twinkled like the stars above. And as the moon rose high in the sky, the tree promised to keep the laughter alive for generations to come. With a final chuckle that resonated through the night, the talking tree invited everyone to come back for more laughter. As the last echoes of laughter faded, a sense of belonging wrapped around Tickle Town like a cozy blanket. In that magical moment, every heart in Tickle Town knew they were part of a wonderful story.